Hello, everyone, and welcome to this live stream for the awards of the Games Jobs Live Game Parade Game Jam for fall 2021. You will hopefully recognize a few of us. If you don't, down below me is Mr. Gianmarco Palma, who is the jam organizer and has very capably run I think it's 4 events we've now done, Gianmarco.
Yeah, I think it's the fourth.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's been awesome. And it's always a pleasure to be here in your company, playing games, seeing what people can achieve in a week. That's just inspiring, so to say.
Yeah, there's worse ways we can spend our time, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely.
And to my right is Mr. Brian Baglow of the Scottish Games Network, who has presented, I think, all 4 of the awards events as well. Brian, thank you very much for joining us again.
Not at all. It's always a pleasure, Colin. It's, to be honest, this and Strictly Come Dancing are starting to blur into each other, so I'm not sure if I'm a judge on that or a host on here. But you know what? I'm just going to go with it. This has more video games and less sequins, but that's no bad thing.
Well, me and Gianmarco will get our tap dancing shoes out later, and hopefully blur those lines even more for you.
I will. We'll demand a demonstration.
Perfect. Okay, before we get started, I think we should have a little look at an overview of some of the games, some of the amazing games that we've seen submitted as part of this jam so far. So we have a little look at the montage. What an amazing bunch of games yet again. I don't know how everyone manages to do this every time. The games are absolutely fantastic. Well done, every single person. If you're tuning into this and didn't take part in the Game Jam and just want to see and play some of these amazing games, if you've not already done so, if you go to jam.gamesjobs.live, you can jump on and you can play every single one of those games you've just seen and the ones you're about to see crowned winners. If you have taken part, hopefully I don't need to remind you, the whole point of this jam is to give people a chance to showcase their skills. I run the Games Jobs Live events, which help people get their first or the dream job in the games industry. And part of the point of this was to provide another way to help connect great talent with fantastic studios. So all of the companies that have provided judges for us this event, and let me just bring up their logos, and there's others as well, but all of these companies have provided judges because they want to see amazing talent, because they're looking to hire brilliant people. So after this, if you're looking for either your first job or a new job in the games industry, have a look at these companies' websites. They're wanting to hear from you. So particularly folk like, Third Kind, 1010 Games, Storm and a Teacup, they're all desperate for great talent, and that's why they've got involved. They've provided all these judges. A bunch of them have provided feedback. We'll distribute that feedback later in the week once we've got everything sorted out. There won't be feedback for every single game, but we'll send out all the feedback we've got. It'll be anonymized. If you do want to follow up with any of the companies, just get in touch directly yourself. They're all there to hear from you. What else do I need to say? I'm not sure I need to say anything else other than I think everyone's done an amazing job. I will take a back seat and let your hosts, Mr. Brian Baglow and Marco Pama, take you through the nominees and the winners of each award. Brian, Gianmarco, is there anything else I've forgotten?
No, you've been effusive, you've been warm, you've been welcoming, and you've been staggered by the quality and talent that's on it, that's on show, Colin. And I think that's the thing. What we're seeing out there is that more and more companies are recognizing that the games industry is where digital and technical creativity and sheer artwork and engagement and fun really come together. And it's an area where I think we're only now really seeing the rest of the digital world go, actually, we want those people. So for all the people coming through games courses, all the people who are building games in their spare time are really future-proofing their career and giving themselves the skills that you need, not just to work in games, but in film, television, screen industries, the wider creative industries. If you're one of the millions of people who have watched The Mandalorian on Disney Plus, that whole thing was built using the Unreal Engine. So games are becoming one of the primary means of creation for the rest of our creative world. So it's such an amazing thing to be able to do, and getting your work out there in front of industry is so vitally important. So, you missed that.
Yeah, only about the most important thing I could have said. But this is why I bring in the professionals. This is why I've got the likes of yourself and Gianmarco, because I'm just here to look good. You guys are the ones with the knowledge and make it happen. So
absolutely. I'm glad I could hear to just provide the basic logistics for you.
Perfect. Okay, I will get out of the way, and I'll let you. I know everyone's desperate to find out who's won what, so I will let you get on and leave it in your capable hands.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Colin. It's really appreciated. So thank you, folks. Thank you, people of the internet. Thank you, aspiring game designers and developers of the world. If you took part in this game jam, congratulations. Whatever happens tonight, you have done something amazing, and you have given yourself a huge opportunity to establish a presence and a career in the games industry. If you didn't take part, sit back, relax, and just be in awe at what is possible with the games industry and the games engines and the tools and technologies of today. Because going way, way, way back into ancient history when I started, the technical constraints were such that creating tiny little, self-contained games was all that you could do. And now that we don't have those technical constraints, finding how people spend a week, and it's just 1 week with a small team and coming up with a new idea, is absolutely staggering. I certainly couldn't do it. That's why I jumped out into marketing, where I could wear more fabulous shirts and pop up on live streams like this and pretend that I know what the hell I'm talking about. So without further ado, we'll move forward onto the first category. Gianmarco, That's the fourth time that I've done
because it
that.
happens every time in Italy. So you're just
It's
getting
every
into it.
single
It's
time, but I
perfect.
only do it once. I do only do it
That's
once.
true. That's true. That's true. So you're just getting comfortable with it.
It's because I get so carried away and enthusiastic. It's the caffeine, I swear.
It's so
Gianmarco, how did this Game Jams competitors stack up against previous ones? Were you impressed with the work that was being carried out?
Absolutely, yes. And the most lovely thing to say is that I now start recognizing the names of the developers, a long time,
Yeah.
and I can see their growth over 4 editions. There are people. There's people that's here since the very first one, and you can see how they're improving, their skills and even their creativity and their vision, and they start to keep constrained every project just to go deep instead of wide. You can just make more. You see focused stuff, and that's just marvelous. It's just what we're trying to do with this guys.
Exactly. In a game jam, in something where you've got such a tight time constraint, it's about what you leave out as much as what you include. If you can have a really compelling core mechanic, a really nice control mechanism, and a very simple art style, you can make something as playable and as engaging for an audience as you can if you had a year and a half and a much bigger team and God help us, a budget.
Absolutely. But on another perspective, or maybe the same, but all started from Pong, and Tetris and so on. That no graphics, one mechanic, working so smoothly and so on. What happens? It over time in progress, you have this search for new technologies, new fun, new genres, new everything, and sometimes getting back to the basics and widen your perspectives and just try to explore what's lying there. There are a lot of golden veins unexplored, and in game jams, when you just have to click something in your head in a second and start for a week of work, that's just natural to come to some degree.
That's it. And you've hit the nail on the head. It's like even the simplest games, the earliest games, were popular for a reason. Pong spawned almost the entire global games industry because it was really good fun. And my favorite piece of trivia about Pong is the instructions. So the instructions were printed on the cabinet, and I can quote them to you right now, which was to win, avoid missing ball. And if you can sum up an entire video game and have so much drama and multiplayer excitement in a single sentence, you've got something quite special.
That's almost poetry. That's awesome. I will never know the hours you spent on it to just memorize that after such a long time.
I
you just destroyed it.
I talk to students. I look at this slide at least 3 times every year for the last long time.
Okay, so this
Anyway, it's rather than just dating myself and making me look completely old-fashioned. Shall we move on to the awards?
Absolutely. We had some new award this time, if you have seen it.
Yes. Yeah. And so, which are the new awards?
Are the best each page, the best art direction, and I think there's all. Yeah, these two are being inserted because it's important. It's important on the 2D art and the 3D art type of thing, but art direction is the whole perspective, and you can have a perfect art direction that is just not poorly, but just not enough produced, but still the idea is there. So we wanted to put in all that kind of good ideas that were not just expressed maybe just for lack of time because it's just a week, and each page because the marketing is just important. You have to sell all your game.
This is it. You could argue that one of the biggest challenges facing developers right now is not just making the thing, but it's getting any kind of cut through, any kind of visibility in a market where games are no longer scarce. We're talking about app stores where you have 1-2 million apps out there. Steam, itch. There are more and more games going up every day, and just being able to enthuse about your game, keep speaking as a marketer, is all too rare. If you content creators, you game developers can't get excited about your game, why would anyone else? If you can't get the journalists excited, you can't get the players excited, nobody's going to download your game, regardless of how good it is. So these are all great changes, and I think they really reflect the challenges facing young developers and young teams out there in the marketplace. So this is all good stuff. You see, the games industry rapidly evolving its way into the future, and the Game Parade is evolving up right alongside it. So let's move on. Our first category of the evening is Mr. Magic, the best art direction. And in this category, we have 3 nominees. We have Amongst Tale, Mayhem, and Valley of Death 699. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Mr. Magic. And Gianmarco, can we have the winner, if you please?
Yeah, the winner for the best art direction is Valley of Death 609. An awesome job.
Congratulations, folks.
Expand on that because it's really interesting.
It looks an incredibly interesting approach to the whole game. You know, I love the style, and it's one of those ones that's it's on my list of games to download and play. I'm not one of the judges. I'm impartial, which is why I'm here tonight. But it's definitely one that I'm going to be looking up in the very near future. That's what the Christmas holidays are for. Okay, congratulations to Valley of Death 699. And moving on, our next category is the best 2D art. And nominees in this category include Bomb Knight, Carcassade, and Mayhem. So, can we take a quick look? I'm loving these categories and I'm loving the titles. It's some great work coming out of this. Gianmarco, who is the winner for the best 2D art, please?
Yeah, the award goes to Bomb Knight. Congratulations. Such an awesome title.
That is fantastic. And again, it's one of those ones that just the little smallest clip pulls you in and makes you think, okay, that's something I have to check out. So congratulations to Bomb Knight, best 2D art. And our next category is the best 3D art, following on, naturally, the evolution of the game sector. But in this category, we have the 3 nominees: Titled Dog Game, love it, Snail Cuisine, awesome, and Help Me Out, which I think we need a category for the best pun name. But until that happens, let's take a look at them for 3D art. Amazing.
Gun up front.
I'm sorry, just, snail cuisine, as somebody who cooks, snail cuisine hits me on a lot of feels in a lot of different ways, and I'm not sure I like it, but definitely fantastic artwork. So, Gianmarco, can you please reveal our winner for the best 3D art?
Yeah, the cats made it again. So Help Me Out.
Help Me Out.
Yeah.
Is just glorious in every sense of the word.
So such a relaxing experience. So nice and well done.
Congratulations. And yes, the internet is based on cats, so I can't help but feel there is a glorious future ahead of this game. So congratulations to the team for helping me out. But moving swiftly onwards, we now come to our next category, which is the best user interface or UI. And in this category, we have Wheel 10, Valley of Death 699 once more, and Dead Tired. Let's take a look at the nominees. Just based on the quality of some of these projects, I'm sure there are many successful careers in the games industry that are going to be happening on the back of these. So, Gianmarco, please, who is our winner?
So the best UI award goes to Valley of Death 699. So
Congratulations again,
congratulations. That's second. Cool stuff, guys.
Good work, very good work. And again, just the diversity of the entries shows you just how creative the teams have to be in the week that they're allocated. Okay, let's move on to our next category. And our next category is the best game design, one of the most hotly contested and high profile, because who doesn't like being known as a great game designer? And in this category, we have 3 games: Cursed Loop, Bomb Night, and Dot Detached. So before we announce the winner, let's take a look. Love it. Love it. And it's just a little vertical slice in the video is fantastic. Gianmarco, who do we have as the winner for the best game design?
Yeah, the award goes to Dot Detached. Congratulations.
Dot Detached. Well done to Dot Detached.
An awesome game.
Congratulations, guys. It's an intriguing game and one that didn't seem like it would be possible in the short time that you had. So very well done indeed. But let's move onwards and get the rest of our teams, put the rest of the teams out their misery for the next category, which is Best Narrative. And as a former game writer, this is one that's very, very close to my heart. So the nominees in this category are Finding Home, Shadows of the Past, and Memoriam. Let's take a quick look. See, this is wonderful. So many people now are playing with the idea of narrative and delivering stories that don't involve huge chunks of text. So this is such a fantastic category. And some really, really interesting games doing things in very different ways in this category. But we can only have one winner. And Gianmarco, would you reveal that winner for us, please?
Yeah, the winner is Memoriam.
Memoriam. Wonderful. Yeah. Congratulations, folks.
Awesome.
Really
nice JRPG vibes there.
Yeah, really lovely approach to the whole narrative design.
Absolutely.
Yeah, another one that's on my list to play through to the end and could well have a bright future. However, we are going to continue moving onwards through Game Parade Fall 2021. Our next category is the best level design, as opposed to the best compare or host of the evening, which is clearly not me. And in this category, again, we have 3 nominees: Mega Turtle 14, Dead Tired, and Dot Detached. Let's have a little look, shall we? Wonderful. Thank you all very much for your entries, because there are some really interesting ones there. If you're going to have a turtle, why not make it a mega turtle? And if you have to have 14 of them, so much the better. However, there can be only one winner. Gianmarco, please, would you reveal our winner?
The level design award goes to Dot Detached. It's very smart level design, awesome layout and use of the mechanics. Good job.
Good stuff. And it's that combination, isn't it? It's with level design, it's not just about making something complex or tricky. It's about how you utilize the controls, the mechanics,
Exactly.
how well it fits in, and of course, where it fits in on the user journey. You know, because the difficulty curve can be a killer, especially for indie games or games where you want people to come back and play again and again. So congratulations to Dot Detached.
Absolutely.
Very well
Great
deserved.
entry.
So our next award of the evening is the best original audio. And if you've been listening along at home, you know that we have got some outstanding contestants in this evening's competition. However, the three nominees are Dot Detached, Mega Turtle 14 again, and Memoriam, who we have seen. But let's take another look, and this time, listen closely. Incredible stuff. Really, really incredible stuff. And you know, I think there's a reason that we're starting to see more and more radio shows around the world and releases of game soundtracks, because there's just as much care and attention goes into a game soundtrack as there is to movie and TV. Wouldn't you agree, Gianmarco?
Absolutely, absolutely. And the fact that there are rising concerts all around the world, bringing Final Fantasy soundtracks and so on, is just awesome. That's the new classic music in 1,000 years. So
I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. However, this evening we're going to crown the winner of the Game Parade Fall 2021 competition, and our winner for the best original audio is
Memoriam again.
Memoriam. And
Yeah.
congratulations to the
Very
team.
nice expression.
Very well deserved, and not an easy task to compose original audio for a game that is itself in development over the course of a week. So congratulations, folks. However, let us move onwards and indeed upwards. So our next category is the best use of audio. Very closely related, but obviously it's not just the score, it's how audio is utilized across the whole of the game experience. And our contestants are Uwilla, Ditched, and Wheel 10. Let's refresh our memories for some of these guys. Lovely stuff. It's, it used to be that audio was the forgotten part of games. It was something that was jammed in at the end. If you ever played the original Quake, it sounded like they had given somebody a guitar and a distortion pedal and an acid to create a soundtrack. So it's lovely to see so many companies taking this seriously. So many teams, I should say. However, the winner of the best use of audio category in our competition is
Uvila, if that's the way it's spelled.
I think so. Uwilla.
So.
That works for me. We've got an umlaut. We've got a W. It's Uwilla.
Just like it works. Yeah.
Exactly. It's the weird, creepy
Awesome.
owl thing. That's
very good. Nice answer.
Congratulations, folks. Well done. Very well deserved. Atmospheric, creepy, and really did heighten the whole experience of the game itself. So congratulations. However, let's not pause to get all creeped out by the scary owl thing. We'll move on to the next category, which is the best solo developer. Now, a games jam is hard enough, to try and do something in a week as part of a team. But doing it on your own can be orders of magnitude more complicated. But in this category, we're actually celebrating the solo developers who entered and produced, a finished entry or an entry capable of being judged in only a week all by themselves, which is no mean feat. And the nominees in this category are Bomb Detached, Bomb Night, and indeed Gifts. So let's have a little look. Some incredible work there. I think you'll all have to agree, folks. But tonight's winner, Gianmarco.
I think this has been really tough for the judges.
Mhm.
But here is Bomb Detached again. Dot Detached. Sorry, yeah, I just
Dot
missed.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Very well done. I mean,
Absolutely.
creating anything in a week is hard. Creating it all by yourself, yeah, it's our hats are off to you, because that's not an easy task. So let's move on to the next category, shall we? Which is the most fun. One of the most subjective categories to judge, because what's fun for me may not be fun for you, or indeed be fun for Colin. Gianmarco, this must be a really tricky one for the industry judges, given the wide range of companies and the sorts of games they produce.
I think the game designers felt in the pressure to try to understand what fun is. So there's a lot of backstories, I think, to reveal about this. So
yeah. I can believe it. I think it's one of those, you know it when you see it, or you know it when you play it. So
when
let's
you see
see
someone play it, maybe. No.
Let's see what the judges had to contend with, shall we, please? Beautiful. Beautiful. And I can see a lot of those causing a lot of discussion and debate amongst the judges. However, they did debate and discuss and possibly fist fight, and they came up with a winner. And that winner, Gianmarco,
The winner is Gifts.
Gifts.
Yeah.
Wonderful stuff. Congratulations, folks. An intriguing looking game,
awesome.
and one that clearly plays as well as it looks. So well done indeed. Wow, winning something that's the most fun. That's something that should be not just on your LinkedIn page, but in your Twitter bio and everywhere, because that's something that is going to get you that coveted job in the games industry. I should say. But let's keep going. We're nearly there, folks. We're nearly there. We're nearly putting all of the teams out of their misery, or making them celebrate and go out for drinks. Our next category is the technical accomplishment.
Yeah, it was just.
This is a toughie.
There's a second. I've made a typo here. I'm sorry. Just editing the previous points.
That's okay. Nobody's judging.
Yeah, not anymore.
Spell checkers are for the weak, obviously. And speaking as a writer, it's one of those things that just, you don't have to worry about it too much. But when it comes technical accomplishment is one of these categories that it really takes an expert to sort of look at something and go, hang on, how did they do that? And how did they do that in the time that they had, with the resources that they had? Because, of course, the game sector is moving forward at an incredible rate. The tools and technologies that are being used by the largest publishers and developers in the world out there are now freely available for people to download and use, in a lot of cases entirely free. But it's not just having access to the tools and tech. It's about how you apply it. It's about how creative you can be with it. And it's about the technical skills to bring your vision to life. And so the technical accomplishment is one of these categories where your computing science, your maths, and your creativity all come together. And it's where you really start to separate the people who really understand the way in which they're bringing something to life, versus the people who are just focused on the, perhaps the feel and the the emotion that it evokes. So this is a really important one, because it's, as technology moves forward, we're going to need the technically skilled and the adept people to help keep this sector driving forward. So this is an incredibly important category. Do you think I filled in appropriate there, Gianmarco? Was that quite good? That sounded almost as like I had rehearsed it. So okay,
I was just fighting with the presentation. Sorry, and
I know.
sorry that I corrected it, but still, it's
not at all. Not at all. It was like you were doing your thing, I was doing my thing. This is why Colin pays us the big bucks. That's why I'm dialing in from my solid gold yacht off the Maldives, and you're in your underground bunker, surrounded by henchmen. We're all good. So the technical accomplishments.
We're fighting against the presentation. Give us a second. I'm sure there's calling this red in anger to me at the moment. It's correct on my screen.
The 3 nominees in the technical accomplishment category are Gift, Six-Sided Solids, Dead, Tired, and Willa, the weird, creepy owl thing. So let's take a quick look, shall we?
Slowly.
And that, I think we can all agree, is a technically accomplished but deeply creepy owl thing. So, Gianmarco, after much stalling, delays, and non-technical accomplishment, can we have the winner, please?
Yeah, the winner is Uvila again. Congratulations. Six-sided slot. That's just not possible. I have. How in the world? I would like really. Can I share the screen? It's right on my screen right there. There's really no way.
That's okay. Let's leave that to the technically accomplished.
Okay.
We're here. You made the whole jam happen. We're all enjoying it. Let's not get hung up on the details.
Okay.
Speaking as
I just get mad when it's just like that. I have 2 screens, one behind that, and one is right, one's wrong. I just can't understand what's going on.
That's it. Okay. You can rage quit anytime you want.
I hate technology while I do games. It's awesome.
Yeah. Leave the rage quit until the end of the competition. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not rage quitting anything.
We're good. We're good. Okay. Moving less than swiftly onwards, we do actually have our next category, which is the best use of the theme. And the theme this year was leave something behind, I think. Is that how it was worded, Gianmarco?
Right?
The theme was leave something behind.
Leave something behind, yeah.
Yeah. And so this is open to the teams, how they interpret it, how they actually brought that through, and how best the judges feel that they realised this. And the nominees in this category are Bomb Knight, Mega Turtle 14. I feel like I should say that in a more bombastic voice. Mega Turtle 14 and Fast Track Train Line. So let's have a little look, shall we? And some people just tend to be a little bit on the nose with the theme. I think Fast Track Train Line was one of those.
Really love
It
just
just
to throw
looks
people
so,
in.
yeah, so literal. But however, we can only have one winner. Gianmarco, who was the winner of the best use of theme category?
So the winner here is Mega Turtle 14. An awesome job, guys. Really. Just leave
Well
your kids
done.
behind while you proceed. It was just a private message, but it made a thing.
Absolutely, and you know, a great big sort of endorsement for turtle fans everywhere, whether they're ninjas or not. You know,
Turtles
is
are
a ninja
awesome.
turtle better than a mega turtle? We may never know. But congratulations to the team for Mega Turtle 14, and very well deserved win. So, moving onwards once more, we have the most commercially viable, a really interesting category because this is, in the opinion of industry judges, the game that has the most commercial potential. It's the one that could be released and they think would find an audience, generate revenue, and make enough money for you to buy your own island or indeed a crown and, you know, make a career of this games industry thing. So, the nominees for the most commercially viable title are Valley of Death 699, Bomb Night, and Dot Detached. Let's have a little look at the nominees, shall we? Amazing. They all look like worthy winners, but we can only have one. And Gianmarco, would you reveal our winner, please?
Yeah, the winner is Bomb Night. With a very good job.
Bomb Night. It just,
Absolutely awesome.
to me, you know, as somebody who had an Amiga 600, this just screams Amiga game in all of the good ways. And yes, if Bomb Night comes out, I will be there, emulator in hand. It's like looking to give it a go because it just looks beautiful, beautiful. And again, the work of a week. So what can we say? Wonderful work, guys, and a very well deserved win. And finally, in fact, not finally, but moving on, we have our best itch page. That's right, we added categories. A very important part of the whole process, because if you're not selling your game, regardless of how good it is, people are going to go, and move on. And for the best itch page, we have Car Cascade. It gets easier the more you say it. Car Cascade. We have Snail Cuisine, and we have Mayam, or Maya M, or Mayam. We've got these three games anyway. Let's have a little look. Lovely, lovely stuff. And as something of a jazz purist, you know, I think the smooth, easy listening music in Snail Cuisine should clearly have been recognised as something. But we're up for the best itch page. Gianmarco, can you reveal our winner, please?
Yeah, message page goes to Mayhem. Congratulations, guys. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well done. It's not an easy thing.
Parts and gifts.
Yep. Far too many game developers focus on making the thing and not getting people excited about the thing. So you got people excited about the thing, and that's no mean feat. So congratulations. Now, let's jump ahead and look at our next category.
Yeah, the next category is the winner of the community award. That's the best overall that goes to Dot Detached. So congratulations. These are the other jammers that voted for you. So be proud of your achievement. Awesome.
You should be very proud. It's not an easy thing to get sleep-deprived and overworked game developers excited about anything, but you clearly did, because they got excited about Detached, and they have voted you the best overall game. So congratulations. That's quite an accomplishment. That is something of an accomplishment indeed. And is that us? We can't have zipped through this so quickly, surely. That seemed to take no time at all.
Well, other than the technical problems feel like they last a lifetime.
Nobody noticed. Nobody
You're
noticed.
just sweating and crying,
People were riveted.
You're lucky you're there in the background. You don't have to hide your panic. While stuff is just running off.
I just have to blather on about video games, which is what I do normally anyway. So
we could wish for no one better, Brian. No, you did brilliantly.
Well, there's Dara O'Brien, but he charges more.
Well, absolutely, yeah. No, I mean, what an amazing bunch of games. And I mean, the thing, I always feel bad. I mean, obviously, it's great to see so many great games recognized by the judges. I always feel bad for the amazing games that either didn't get nominated or were nominated but didn't win. I mean, kind of like the Formula One. There's so many other options where there's deserving winners, and it just wasn't meant to be this time. We rely on all the judges coming back with their ratings. We don't necessarily agree with everything. What we do know is the winners deserve to win. What I also know is there's plenty others deserve to win and be nominated as well. There was so much great work. Everyone's done such a brilliant job. So congratulations to absolutely everyone, whether you won or not, or nominated or not. You've done an absolutely fantastic job.
The reality, Colin, is if you took part in this job, in this game jam, you have actually put yourself head and shoulders above a lot of the people out there who didn't. Because whether you won or not, you'll have learned a huge amount. And when you look at the games that did win, and let's go to the best itch page. That's really important. Best original audio, really important. It's not just I just want to make what I want to make, and to hell with the consequences. We live in a world where more and more people are making games, and I have never met a single developer or designer who set out to make a crap game. It just doesn't happen. But consumer demands are changing, the market's changing, what publishers are looking for, the technical expectations, are rising all the time. So you don't have to do something absolutely cutting edge. You can do something really, really interesting and compelling with a really small idea. But you just have to do it well. So entering game jams is really important. And taking your game and doing something with it. Don't just leave it, whether you won or not. Don't just leave it lying. Stick it out there, put it on some platform, listen to the feedback that you get from the players. And if you're sitting in front of a potential employer and you can say, well, I did this game in a game jam, I put it out, 3 people downloaded it and 2 of them were my mum, then talk about what you did to change that. Talk about how you started a Twitter account or Instagram or got out on TikTok or did whatever. But, it's that where you as a developer meets the player or not, that's where you make a difference. And you've now got something under your belt that you can use to get out there in front of the people who will play your game and either give you money or shout about it.
Absolutely. And just to say it again, we said it at the start, but all the companies that provided judges are, they did that because they wanted to see what you're capable of. So, sorry, that's not what I want to bring up. Let me bring up the judging page again. So all these companies are wanting to hear from the people that are making the best stuff. So do have a look at all of their websites, do apply to any jobs that look like they're of interest to you. They've got involved, they've given up their time because they want to hear from you. So do get in touch. One of the things that we will be doing, this will take us at least a couple of days, but we'll get to for all the winners and nominees, we will arrange little badges that you can then add to social media. We've seen a ton of people put them on their LinkedIn pages and stuff. It's there will come a time when it drops off the bottom, like your CV. You drop off older stuff. These are not necessarily meant to be on your resume forever, but if they just help differentiate you right now, because that's what the fact that you've been nominated, the fact that you've won an award will all help. So we'll send these badges out to you. Feel free to use them. You don't have to, of course. What I would ask, however, is that you promote yourselves, as Brian was saying, promote yourselves, promote your game, promote each other's games, and hopefully you form some good relationships and partnerships as part of this jam. Keep those up and collaborate with everyone you've met during the jam, and find other ways to work together, because you can do amazing things. You've seen what you can do in a week. Keep these relationships up. You never ever know. It's a very small world. You never know where they are going to lead to. So do keep them up. Normally at this point we announce the date of the next game jam. We haven't got another one organised just yet. There's been too much to worry about just yet. I'll need to see if I can persuade these lovely gentlemen to do it again, but I'm feeling optimistic. So I would imagine we're looking at some time around spring, so probably March, April time. But we will be in touch. We'll email everyone that's taken part in this game jam. If you didn't and you want to be kept informed, if you go to the Games Jobs Live website and sign up to our newsletter, we'll also send word out via that when the next jam dates are announced. So get on over to www.gamesjobs.live. And really, I think all that remains to be said is thank you once again for everyone for taking part. Thank you to all our judges. Thank you to Storm in a Teacup, who have sponsored this jam and kindly provided the time and services of a number of their people, not least Gianmarco, but also our streamers who did a brilliant job. So if you want to see more of any of these games before downloading them, check back. We've got live streams where we play every single one of the games. So thank you once again to them. Thank you to Mr. Brian Baglow and the Scottish Games Network for joining us again and doing a brilliant job presenting and filling. What we needed.
Always a pleasure. I love this jam. It's just such a friendly and collaborative place, and it's kickstarting the next generation of game developers and designers out there. So it's all good.
Absolutely.
And thanks to Colin for
Chief Architect, last words.
Sorry, yeah, absolutely. It's just you are the only one remain unthanked tonight. So please accept our thanks for for your efforts and for Games of Life on the whole. And it's relevant. Somebody does it in the world. That's you. So,
this wouldn't happen if you hadn't started it. So and it's not an industry where people take the initiative very often. So congratulations, Colin, because this is a thing, and it's a good thing.
Absolutely. No, it's great, and I'm just flicking through some of the comments. I'll bring up some of the comments here because I think out of everyone, both on screen and off, I did the least work when I look at what everyone else has done. So just great job, everyone. Some lovely comments coming up in the YouTube comments that I can see. Lots of congratulations to everyone. So. Another successful jam, I think.
Seems like
jam for
awesome.
breakfast.
Great. So we will leave you just now. And what we'll do is we'll play out with the montage video as a reminder of all the brilliant games that we've seen as part of this jam. Thank you very much for taking part, or just for watching if you didn't take part. And we'll see you next time. Cheerio.
See you soon.